Anyways, we saw Vince McMahon's episode 1 of his documentary. We watched Monday Night Raw, which, in my opinion, it was a B minus. I would call it a B minus. We saw AEW Dynamite Grand Slam, which to me, I'll give it a C plus. Adrian, what do you think? Before we get into our show, what do you give it, bro?
For Grand Slam?
Monday Night Raw first.
Yo. Goofiness right off the bat. Main event was cool. Like a B, C minus.
Got it. Okay. BCC.
I'm just being generous, bro.
Yeah, I'm being generous. Okay. What about AEW Grand Slam? What would you give that?
Ooh, that Grand Slam did not live up to the expectations of previous Grand Slams. We saw Bryan Danielson and Nigel McGuinness. But if you're not a die-hard wrestling fan, Ring of Honor fan, you wouldn't know that these two have a feud going on. Mm-hmm. Match of the night, obviously, is going to have to go to Will Ospreay, Fletcher, Young Bucks. Probably a C minus as well.
C minus as well? Okay, I could live with that answer. And this is coming from a WWE guy and an AEW guy. So we have different taste in wrestling, as you probably do as well. That's why we balance each other out, right? Because I'm the WWE mark, he's the AEW mark. But let me tell you this, right? This episode of AEW Grand Slam was a perfect example as to that there's just so many different wrestling fans. You're either like a WWE guy or an AEW guy, right? That's kind of what there is. If you're casual, you're probably a WWE person. And that's just the way around it. There's no way it's not being tribalistic, just everybody has what they like and what they don't like. There's no entertainment value in just wrestling, in my opinion. Yeah, sure, we got somewhat of a story with Darby Allin and Jon Moxley. Sure, we got like a somewhat of a story with Daniel Bryan and the former commentator that, unless you knew who he was, then you kind of, it goes over your head, right? You're like, why is this guy going 23 minutes with the world champions coming straight from the desk?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, that's what it is, right? There's two sides to it. You either like the fact that he's wrestling and you just enjoy the match, or you're like, who's this guy? Why is he getting a title? Why is he fighting the world champion? And it's kind of like, yeah, you can kind of get some explanation, but it doesn't live up to the hype of what Grand Slam was before.